Have I got a quick story for you? Recently, I was invited to speak at a retirement ceremony, my buddy's retirement ceremony in San Diego. So I decided to make a point on how this heritage clothing is not up there yet. Uh, and I think a lot of men can use, the tips and tricks of wearing heritage clothing because no matter what you do, you just look good in any situation. But I think there are reasons why men don't do it, mainly because of maybe social media pressure. You know what I mean? But quick story. I was walking down and I was already in San Diego. I've traveled from Hawaii to San Diego, seen many men wearing different things, and I was kind of disappointed because there wasn't anyone, none, zero at all. Hundreds of men I saw at the airports, both airports in Honolulu and San Diego. Zero was wearing any kind of heritage clothing, meaning selvage jeans mainly, and some kind of a mock toe or Red Wing shoes or things like that, right? And then I was in San Diego and one of the beaches there. I think it's Mission Beach, and I was walking with my camera, talking to my wife, just kind of sightseeing, things like that. And lo and behold, I looked up and there was this guy that was walking, and I was able to take a quick video. I had my camera with me of him walking. His bags were already turned. He already passed me, but he was wearing Red Wing shoes and jeans, top and bottom. And I looked back, I took a video of him, and sure enough, he looked back at me because he realized that I was wearing exactly, well, not exactly, but I was wearing heritage clothing just like he is. And it was like a unicorn, it was like just out of nowhere, just him and I. He waved back, and that was it. I didn't get to talk to him, but I was glad I was able to, see someone wearing heritage clothing there. Now, my focus was to just kind of naturally see people in their natural habitat to see if they are heritage clothing or not. And that is why I just kind of took videos, and I'm going to speak of those places that I've been to, nothing in particular, because I know that if I'm specific or purposely looking for that, I'll probably find a community of them somewhere in San Diego that are into heritage clothing, right? California is huge in this, I know. Remember, LA, Brave Star is made in LA. Red Wing shoes, stores everywhere, and they're out there. I went a little bit of shopping as well, and I found a few things that I'm gonna create on my own, work clothes, heritage clothing type, old army shirt that I'm gonna put patches on, and I'll show you that to you in this channel. But this one right here is about what I did not find as far as heritage clothing on my trip from Hawaii to San Diego. Before I ramble about what I don't like about what everybody else is wearing, please remember that this is my own style. I don't really care what everybody else wears. I just hope, though, and wish that men would care for themselves a little bit more and quit following the mainstream style out there and what's the latest and greatest. I think finding your own style, finding who you are, what you're going to be, and be steady at it is the key for growing old and classy. That's just my thing. Mango. Growing this mango from a seed, because it was the biggest and sweetest mango that I've ever tasted and seen. So we'll see. They said about 7 to 8 years it will produce a fruit, and we will see. So what did I see, or what I saw? In my opinion, it's okay to wear shorts and t-shirt if you are in a place like Hawaii, very hot, right? And it is the lifestyle here. Or in San Diego, yes, I get it, when you're close to the beach. But at the airport, guys, and on a plane, in all honesty, nobody wants to see your hairy legs. Um, it's not that hard to put pants on. It's not that hard to have selvage jeans on. And what is up with slippers and showing your toes in public and at the airport? I just disagree with that. If you're the one doing that, then more power to you. But no one wants to see your toes, guys. Uh, People want to look cool, look like they're adventurous. They go to the beach, but you do that at the beach, not at the airport. Treats for the ducks, slugs. They love this thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the swimming pool right there, and they will go in there and go crazy. Go, guys. Slugs. Sweatpants, joggers, sweats, whatever you may call that, pajamas. I don't think that sweatpants are okay also to be worn in public. In fact, broken in denim jeans, feels like sweatpants. Soft, protects you, and it's cool to wear. So I'm not sure why sweatpants never went away in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and now in the 21st century. Sweatpants are still here. Maybe that's something to say. Again, maybe it's a classic. I get it, but again, I mean, when I imagine people wearing sweatpants, they're normally at the gym wearing sweatpants or joggers, or they're a member of I don't know, a gang somewhere, an Italian gang in New York City. Now, no offense to anybody from New York City, no offense to anybody that's Italian, just my imagination, right? And I'm just talking about it. So, do I think the sweatpants or joggers are okay at the airport? Um, yeah, maybe if you're in your 20s, you know what I mean? That is the style still. But if you're in your 40s or 50s, you just look like you just got out of bed and went straight headed out to the airport because you're comfortable the way you are and you don't give a shit about what people say. That's cool, whatever, right? But in my opinion, I think it's better to wear something like heritage clothing. Pair of jeans, nice pair of jeans, denim at the airport, in which uh, you know, people don't look at you like you're crazy or something like that. That's just my opinion. It is not loom and gloom, in my opinion, right? Don't get me wrong. There are people that are good looking in clothing that they wear when they're traveling, especially at the airport or out in public. I'm not saying that the only way is heritage way. I'm saying is that just care a little bit more on what you wear, especially if you are someone of age, someone that's a little bit more mature, that's gone through life, right? Um, wouldn't you want people to look at you as if you're successful or you finally got a hold of your look, right? Because that is part of that growing old and classy. A lot of people go and travel and wear comfortable footwear, something that's easy to take off because if you don't, then TSA is going to give you a hard time. But what I notice is that people tend to use slip-ons or Crocs. Even I've seen at the airport, guys. I never really related Crocs to being a footwear that you can wear in public. I've seen it at the airport. In my opinion, the difference between something like a slip-on and a pair of mock toes, for example, is a matter of seconds and preparation while you're on the line, right? I've never irritated anyone wearing something like a Mocto or the Iron Ranger at the airport. I mean, all I have is time, and besides, what's the hurry, right? I'm someone that plans my day to make sure that I'm not late at the gate. So I take my time and I take off my shoes, unlace it, take it off, put it on the conveyor belt. Same thing with my belt. There is no way that I would wear something like Crocs. Not only Crocs, right? Running shoes. If you use running shoes for running, that shouldn't be seen in public. That should be for running. Running shoes are cheap. You can buy running shoes, and the ones I've seen, by the way, at the airports and what people wear is like under, some of them are under 50 bucks, some of them are under 70 bucks, but it doesn't matter. It's cheap anyways. And if you keep on wearing the same shoes for years and years and without cleaning it, then it just looks raggedy. I mean, no offense, but come on. It depends on who's wearing it. If a young person is wearing it, it's cool, right? Vintage. And then you have someone my age, for example, that wears it, and it just looks like you just like don't care about what you look like, and which you probably don't. And also, it just makes it look like you just don't have it all together. Anyway, that's all I have for you this week. If you're just starting your week and you're seeing this video, or you're just starting your day and seeing this video, you have a great day, right? I apologize if I am lecturing, but that's all I have. Aloha and mahalo.